Play the next song.
Change it yourself, you lazy son of a bitch.
Play the next song.
Speed up the treadmill.
No!
Speeding up the treadmill.
Siri, you mother.
Starting review.
What's going on, guys? Jonathan here with TLD with my full review to the iPhone 4S. Hey John, does the S stand for suck? No Jimmy, it does not, so quit hating. Now upon first glance, yes, it does look like the iPhone 4. Whether you're looking at the front, you swing it to the side, or you flip it to the back, it looks like the iPhone 4. But rather than state the obvious, I'll give you guys a quick tip. It is based off the CDMA model or the Verizon version for us US folk. So if you are looking for a case for your shiny new iPhone 4S, any CDMA based iPhone 4 case will work so you can keep your iPhone squeaky clean. So now that we got the looks out of the way, like Mama always said, true beauty is not on the outside, it is on the inside. And on the inside, Apple does not disappoint. It is rocking a dual-core A5 processor. It's slightly underclocked at 800 MHz compared to the full gigahertz on the iPad 2, but not to worry, there is no performance degradation whatsoever on the iPhone 4S. Everyday tasks like web browsing, texting, even just typing alone feels zippy as hell. And while the iPhone 4S CPU is faster than that of the iPhone 4, where most people overlook it is the graphics, which absolutely blow away the iPhone 4, and actually most, if not all, current smartphones on the market. Bam! Screenshot for you Fandroid that don't believe me. So this thing absolutely tears through games, and as more and more games that are written and optimized for the iPhone 4S come through, you guys will see what I'm talking about. And not to mention, the iPhone 4S is still rocking that awesome Retina display, which boasts a 960 by 640 resolution and packs a whopping 326 ppi. And that's pixels per inch for you perverts out there. Moving on to the glass of the iPhone 4S, and by that I mean cameras. The front-facing one is still the same, it's not HD, which is a little bit disappointing, but on the backside, that is where the awesome happens. The iPhone 4S is sporting an 8 megapixel camera with an impressive f-stop of 2.4, and that means better low-light performance, as well as the ability to obtain that awesome shallow depth of field that everybody is after. So you guys can see from the pictures right here, it looks freaking fantastic. If you guys want full resolution versions of these, check out the link in the description. Now for video, it records a full high-definition 1080p with built-in image stabilization, and so you guys can get an idea of how it looks, performs, and sounds, let's jump to the next clip. Alright, so this is a 1080p recording test, you guys can get an idea. This is Melody, except I got a ball right here, and she's going crazy. She's all wet, she jumped in the pool. So let's go ahead and show you the autofocus capabilities. We're going to tap on that ball, and you can see the nice shallow depth of field going on in the background, so it's actually pretty cool. So let's see if she wants to go chase one. You get the ball, huh? Let's focus on her. You guys can see that's quick. Hey, that's my ball. That's my ball. She's gonna not give it back. Okay, we're gonna close this test out. You guys can see this is unedited. Go get the ball. Next up, I want to talk about Siri, Apple's personal assistant, which is probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest reason why you may want to upgrade to the iPhone 4S. And contrary to what you saw at the beginning of this video, that actually works extremely well. So we'll go ahead and start out. The first reaction with Siri is to have a little fun with it. So let me show you the sense of humor. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck would chuck as much as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
That was pretty good. She answers differently every time. Let's go and ask her another question. What is the meaning of life?
Life, the condition that distinguishes animals and plants from inorganic matter, including the capacity for growth, reproduction, functional activity, and continual change preceding death.
That was pretty intellectual. Which is the best smartphone?
Wait. There are other phones?
That was pretty good. I haven't heard that one before. So jokes aside, it's actually scary accurate and extremely simple to use. So let me show you a few examples of what I'm talking about. Siri, send a text message to Bill Gates.
Okay, I can send a text to Bill Gates for you. What would you like it to say?
Bill, I'm sorry, don't take this the wrong way, but I like Max better.
I updated your message. Ready to send it?
Send it.
Okay, I'll send it.
Now with Siri, I found myself using notes and reminders a hell of a lot more. It's actually extremely useful. Remind me to upload this video at 12 p.m.
Here's your reminder for today at 12 p.m.
Note that I am doing a voiceover for my review right now.
Noted.
Duly noted, Siri. So that's pretty cool, actually. You can also do things like set timers. Set a timer for 20 minutes.
Okay, 20 minutes and counting.
So it's extremely responsive and accurate. If you're in school, you can also use this for questions. Not a math whiz, but let's see. What is 12 divided by 3 plus 5 times 6?
Okay, here you go.
So there's the answer, 34. So that was extremely quick and responsive and totally accurate. And it's pretty simple. If you guys like what you saw here and you think it's going to help you on a daily basis, use that towards your buying decision of an iPhone 4S. I personally dig Siri and I think it's only going to get better from here. So now that you've seen all the main features on the iPhone 4S, everything else you need to know is that it's running iOS 5, so it takes advantage of things like notifications, wireless syncing. No longer do you need that white iPod cable. You can use iMessage and send messages back and forth between iPhones, iPod Touches, and iPads. Hopefully that comes to the Mac very soon, but regardless, it's still extremely cool. If you're in the US, there are 3 carriers now, Sprint, Verizon, and AT&T. Really base it off your area, see which coverage is best, and then go from there. I know we forget it's a phone sometimes because we do everything else on it, but phone calls were solid. They got rid of the death grip and they improved the signal from the iPhone 4. If there were any drawbacks or negatives, I would pinpoint that on the battery life. And not that it was horrible or bad by any means, it just really was an improvement from the iPhone 4. And with that dual-core A5 processor, if you're pushing it, playing games, and really using it, you'll see your battery life drop a bit. But aside from that, it is a totally solid phone. Now, if you're wondering about whether it's worth the money or not, if you're coming from an iPhone 3G or 3GS or maybe any other phone, I have no problem recommending this. But if you're coming from an iPhone 4 and you really don't have to have the latest and greatest, I would probably wait until next year's model because you don't want to kick yourself in the pants. Maybe by getting the 4S, it puts you out of an upgrade next year and you can't get the new shiny redesigned iPhone, whatever they're going to call it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you are new, feel free to subscribe. You can click this button conveniently placed right here. For my current subscribers, if you guys feel like being awesome, make sure to hit that like button. And if you feel like being double the awesome, feel free to share this. There's already a link in the description. Aside from that, again, thank you guys for watching. There's a whole montage of videos right here for iPhone 4S. You can click an individual one or click the iPhone 4S playlist. And in addition to that, I have a full written review in the description below at tldtoday.com. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys later.